Rubbish Day in Pakuranga, Auckland. This nation's household excrement, bagged or binned and disgorged onto the streets once a week, is snatched up with unique style and pride. The men of Manukau Refuse Collection pick up rubbish on the run. They are fast, tough, and mostly Maori. Pakuranga is pleasant, comfortable, and mostly white. Usually the streets are quiet and hygienic, but on rubbish days a sample of what's undesirable in the houses is on display, and men from the other side of South Auckland come in to get rid of it. They ride and feed a churning, stinking beast that roars. The truck demands 3 9-ton loads a day, 5 days a week. In its mouth, the bags break to reveal every filthy detail. The stench is endlessly intense. The truck cruises at a crisp running pace while men cast left and right to swoop on garbage. Running is hard grind. Lifting and running takes timing and skill, and the guts to keep at it. Rubbishmen are working sportsmen. Their go-hard approach is the tradition of New Zealand rural workers like bushmen and shearers brought to town. They run against themselves every day regardless of the season. Coachless professionals with no medal prospects. The teamwork is sharp, communication is brief, a grunt or a pat. But it is the framework for a graceful working style, a rare street ballet touring Auckland's lonely suburbia. The runners arrive cold and stiff. Their warm-up comes later. The office is an island of light and warmth. Barely awake runners and drivers greet their workmates, grab themselves a coffee, catch up on the news, get ready to run. Ken Piggott is the oldest son. He's been in the business all his life and done most jobs in the process. He runs the schedule, who goes where on what truck. Some runners are full-time employees. Others, like Manu, get paid only for the days they work. Ken never knows how many will turn up. Often there are more runners than places. A pool of young guys cluster around Ken to see what's going. These days, there are always plenty looking for work.
All depends who turns up. So what do you do when you've got 2 minutes?
Oh, we just do a half a day each or something. We just come for a run.
New runners usually work with old hands like Manu.
Break them in slowly. Sort of like trying to break in donkeys, you know? Turn them into on donkeys to runners.
Lionel Piggott is the patriarch and founder of the firm. At 67, he still works 12-hour days. The limp is the result of dropping a piece of steel on his foot at work a few weeks ago. Lionel started off driving the night soil truck in nearby Papakura in 1955. Then he branched out into garbage. He's as tough as an old dustbin. Lionel's 3 sons and his wife do much of the work. He believes the family feeling in the business extends to all who work there. Lionel is equally hard on everyone. Younger men make the running now. Not like the old days when Lionel often ran behind the truck himself.
What, James? Some people are on the run all the time. They never stop moving, and that's what you find in good rubbishmen. They never stop moving. The minute they stop moving, they get bored. Some of them have been around us for years, as long as what my own family have. My family's gone to school with them, played football with them. Oh, the children, I think, are the biggest basket in the world. They're like part of a family. If they do something wrong, they get told off, and they accept the fact. 2 minutes, we're all back to square one again.
Manu and his mates work mangere today. on the opposite side of South Auckland to Pakuranga. But the work dance attracts the same interest, and rotten food smells the same wherever it comes from. Picking up rubbish is neither easy nor safe. Some bins are packed dense with waste. It's easy to tear a muscle or damage a joint if you lift them too quickly, and you're always rushing. It's also easy to get cut, and for the cut to become infected.
Oh, look at this, take a shot of this. That's dangerous, mate. That's bullshit there.
When the rain comes, you stop sweating, but the job gets harder. The step at the back of the truck gets greasy. Rain reduces visibility and increases stopping distances for drivers, including the man in the front of the truck. Warnings become vital.
Carver, watching.
Wet plastic bags are hard to hold. Soggy paper ones tear or fall. Once you have a load, the cab is a dry refuge, a place to wipe the rain off, stay warm, nurse wounds.
How'd you cut your finger?
Piece of open can. Sardine can.
Mason's Dairy, near the yard, opens before dawn for the men who need breakfast before they start. Proprietor Gay Jackson recognises their spending power and their lack of cash. She supplies the longer-serving rubbishmen on tick. Gay's a bit of an auntie to the boys, but she also keeps a businesswoman's eye on the money they owe her.
Yeah, they're great guys. A lot of people don't understand them. Jen gets a little bit uptight with them because they're not always too fussy about how they pick up the food. A lot of them call me Mum. It's quite funny, really. Well, it was all the years I spent in the army, you get used to it. The other lady was a frightened brother. These guys that I see running here now have always run. But I mean, they must be getting older and starting to slow down a wee bit. It's going to be very difficult for them. How they run some days beats me.
Whatever the future, for now, the Dusties revel in their youth and show off their skill for anyone to see. Flicking a bag up from the step is the cleanest way to do the job. Tossing bins is a rubbish-collecting flourish, also a necessity if you're to get through the work. Emptying a bin on the run should be a matter of one easy blow, but if the bin is too tightly packed, it may need one or two more. Chasing the truck with a heavy load is a struggle. It makes smaller tasks almost a game. Each player contributes to the performance. An elegant, clean sweep down every suburban street. Payday. Every truck returns its soaked crew to the yard. The last of the runners pulls off his wetsuit, heads for a hot shower and temporary liquidity. From the outside, the Bellbird is bleak car park and concrete block. Inside, the place is pumping. Rubbishmen play fierce pool. The people here turn a bland quarter-acre bar into a real community centre. The Dusties are part of the place. They come to relax, but they don't slow down. They stand up to drink. Their eyes flick around the tables, the people, the TV. At the bar, they'll swap a full jug for your money as fast as the beer flow allows. The Bellbird pours more of the stuff than most Auckland pubs. Dan is comfortable here. He can stay among different friends until 10 p.m. closing, when the fire alarm will ring out over the roar of the place, packed and swaying. The Bellbird is a league pub. Top players drink here. Pictures of the heroes reflect keen supporters. Alcohol loosens tight muscles. It softens the hardness of the day's work and makes tomorrow's run seem further away. Back in Pakuranga, fresh garbage lines the avenues. Rubbish bags get no lighter. Dan occasionally shows the weariness all will succumb to eventually. Timeless rhythm marks Manu, head up and shoulders back. Even his legs will tire and decay. Today he enjoys their strength. His could be the worst job in the world, but rubbishmen put in hard days and reap dignity. They turn picking up what no one wants into a badge which everyone recognizes and which they wear proudly.